Ava is here to check out why we are really here. The death of the headmaster, Harlan Crow.
Stuff.
Yeah,
And as we
Ava
return,
was doing in her thoughts in her room. And she just could not go to bed until she had more answers. So she's gonna go explore the crime scene. But first, she's gonna knock on Maya's door.
Maya, you hear the knock at the door.
Ava?
Hey, are you up?
Maya will like open the door and be like, yeah? What's up? Are you okay?
Yeah, okay, so this is real fishy, right? This whole headmaster dead, like, I think I need to go check out the training room. Do you want to come with me?
The crime scene?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you do it alone. So, sure. Field trip at 6 in the morning.
And as Maya
Let's go.
goes out of the door, you will see that on her back is a small little slime creature that resembles a goose, and he will go.
I see Goosel's up.
Yeah, he's very perturbed about this whole thing. You should hear what he was telling me earlier about it. Thinks it's very suspicious as well. Ugh.
You got good instincts, Goosel.
It's a scary thought, I agree.
Yeah, thanks for coming with me. Do you think we should wake up the guys?
I mean, would they be more upset that we didn't invite them?
Yeah, let's at least invite them.
Yeah. I will go. Let's see. They're at the first two doors right here, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Although, as you remember and you move past this sort of corridor, a little alarm flares on your comstone that says, unrestricted access. Please remove yourself from this area. And you'll remember that this is the boys' side of the dormitory and not the girls' side of the dormitory.
Oh, yeah. Here, Goosel, will you go knock on one of their doors? The first one on the right. I think that's Nico. Go knock at his door for me.
He will, like a child, waddle and waddle and waddle and waddle and waddle. And Nico, eventually you will hear a very sort of slimy thud that hits against the door. I don't know if you're busy or you're sleeping or, listen to music or singing or whatever.
Nico was just laying in bed. He can't sleep, so he's just still playing on his harmonica. But he hears the slap on the door and he sits up and he's like, "Oh, what even was that?" And then gets up to go check it out.
As you open the door, you see a little slime goose that just kind of stares at you. He doesn't have any eyes or anything like that, but his sort of goose face looks.
Hey, buddy.
Nico!
What are you two doing up?
Get Eli!
We're gonna get in trouble for whatever you have planned.
Goose
You
will
don't
then
know
run
that.
back to Ava. Or Maya, excuse me, my apologies.
Oh, thanks,
And hide on your back.
Nico will reluctantly knock on Eli's door and be like, "Hey."
Eli's knocked the fuck out.
Fuck.
Sorry. I don't think he's coming.
Alright. You know what, it's fine.
You
Here,
guys do
come on.
know that it is pretty late, and you are pushing your time limit right now before lights out.
Here, come on, Nico, we gotta hurry.
What are
Oh.
you guys doing?
We're investigating the crime scene.
Right.
Wait, don't you want to know, like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, I have my suspicions, but I also feel like being close to the crime scene is going to incriminate me further.
You don't know that.
Well, we'll see.
It's I'm fairly certain we have alibis. We were just in here, or I guess in our rooms when it happened.
Yeah, to be on our comm stones, right?
How much do you guys trust your comstones?
It hasn't given me a reason not to yet.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I know they used them to track us, so that's something I'm wary about.
You all know that the Helios system is used throughout the entirety of the Umbral Nexus to track the movements of people and to, see what's going on.
Very ominous.
The crime scene would have been over this way.
It was in the training room, right?
The crime scene was in the headmaster's office.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was in the training room.
Nope, it was in the headmaster's office.
So whose idea was this?
Don't worry about it.
It was mine. Sorry.
As you pass the doors to the infirmary, which are right here, you will see as Trillium is, still there, sort of working on paperwork and sort of, doing things. She is working well into the late night hours to figure out what's happening here, I guess.
Somebody's up late.
She is the doctor, and she's here to, do her duty as the doctor.
She's so good.
I'm sure we gave her a lot of paperwork yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Ava, you also know that you just passed, Wesley's door.
Yeah. Maybe we should stop and check in with Wesley. He might know something.
Yeah, he was here. Maybe he does know something.
Yeah. Ava's gonna knock on Wesley's door.
Alrighty. Please make a perception check or an insight check.
Perception.
You know that Wesley is often working at night. So honestly, he probably is not really here. But his light's on. Or at least the light in the room is on. And while you knock, you see shadows under the door frame move. But it's completely silent, and no one answers your knock.
Ava's gonna try the doorknob.
It's locked, like it usually is.
Yeah. Huh, I guess he's sleeping.
But as you try that lock, and as you make some noise with the door, you see as the light turns off.
That was really weird.
Yeah. Is that a little suspicious?
Do you think he's in there? He would have answered if it was him, right?
Hey.
I mean, you could always try and pick the lock, but I feel like that's a severe invasion of his personal space.
Yeah.
But what if he's not the one in there?
What if he's not okay?
What if he, he would have at least said go away, right?
Yeah,
That's
Ava's gonna
true.
text Wesley. Because I'm fairly certain she has his number. She'd be like, hey, are you awake? I need to talk to you.
You'll wait as about a minute goes by as 3 dots sort of appear. And then soon the light turns on, the door opens, and he says, "Oh, hey Ava, how you doing? I was just, sleeping."
Nice. Yeah, sorry for waking you up. We're just really concerned with everything that's going on in the school. Do you know anything about what happened to the headmaster?
Not really. I was taking a nap before my shift this night gets to start. I know I gotta go clean up there in about, an hour or so when the executives are done.
They're in there right now.
Oh yeah, 2 of them. 2 of them even.
Oh,
Which ones?
I won't spoil the surprise.
Hmm.
keeping it
Think
fun
we
for
should-
us.
Go check it out?
Of course not. As your senior advisor in janitorial services and custodial opportunities, I cannot advise you to go into that room. And Ava, he will do his, typical wink wink,
Mm,
very obviously, but also like comically.
yes. Ava returns the wink, extra exaggerated.
I'm just saying, if you're looking to be one of them high-profile prosecutorial peoples, they might be interesting people to run into.
Well, hey, at least you got that going for you.
Yes, we will definitely not go there. We will absolutely just go right back to bed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
almost that time, kids. And Ava, don't worry. I definitely don't have nothing for you later. Wink, wink.
I don't think you're supposed to say it out loud.
Oh, am I not? I didn't realize. My apologies.
Thanks, Wesley. Well, I guess we're off to bed now. Sorry for waking you up.
Yep, same here. I got about an hour or so before I go on shift. So, if I could get my hour or shut eye, that would be great.
Well, sweet dreams.
And he will close the door.
Yeah.
That was enlightening.
I guess, should we approach quietly? Try to sneak around?
I think I'm gonna just peek in the door and see if I see anything. And exactly that, I would like to. I don't know if these doors are glass, are they?
They have glass in them, but I am going to make you do a stealth check.
Okay, I will do a stealth check.
You slyly sort of look through the glass of this door, and, at first you don't really see much because there's not a lot to see in this room. You've seen it 1,000 times. But you see kind of huddled over towards this section over here, if you can see where my ping is. There are 2 men in black suits. One of the black suits seems to be a little bit small for the seemingly young gentleman in it, and it's definitely extremely wrinkly, and his hair is covering his eyes. As well as the other one is one that you have seen before. A wolfish looking man with a very nice blazer, but no shirt underneath.
Hey, I think do you guys remember the wolf guy?
Like the really hot one?
Yeah, the really hot
Rob,
wolf
if
guy.
you could overlay these characters, that would be great. No, it is Raven Black and Ice and Grim if you just want to hover over them with your mouse.
I guess that's the 2 executives that he was talking about.
I feel like we haven't even seen him around for since we came here, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So I guess he only deals with really big stuff, huh?
But there's only 2 of them. I don't recognize the other guy, I don't think.
Here, I'm going to. Stop
I don't
right here.
think that we should go in there right this second.
I'm sorry, Rob. There you go. How about that?
Hmm. I
Well,
guess,
if the wolf guy's here, it has to be really serious then, huh?
yeah. The only time we've ever seen him before was when we
Now
were
our road
literally
almost ended.
fighting for our lives.
Yeah.
There was a tear in the veil. It was literally the worst thing that could happen, I think.
As you all are talking, you will see as both of them look back towards the door. Straight at you
Ooh.
two.
Oh,
Let's duck in here.
This is awkward. Is there anybody? Can I peek through the window, see if there's anybody in this top room? Oh, is
Of
she
course.
still?
Dot is still asleep. She never went to bed.
Oh God. Here, guys,
Goosel
if you
runs in and jumps into the flowers.
here, we could just and Maya will close the door after Nico comes in.
Okay. Please, everyone, make stealth checks. Ooh. Oh, Maya.
I have no idea because I'm still lagging very badly.
Oh, perfect. Good job.
Oh, was it a nat 1?
It wasn't that one.
Or-
How do I still have a 9 even after that? That's crazy.
You guys will only spend the next, 10, 15 minutes and nothing has changed.
Hmm.
It does not seem like they're leaving anytime soon.
Ugh,
At least they didn't come out after us.
that is true. I mean, Ava, if you wanted to, you could go in and try and talk to them.
I
Yeah.
cannot recommend any of us going in to talk to them.
I mean, we're not technically doing anything wrong right now.
We're just hanging out with the plants.
Yeah. I mean, I did want to come check on them again because I feel like I wasn't very thorough the last time I came in here and checked them out. But here, Nico, and Maya will walk over and grab him and drag him over and be like, "Look at the plants.
Oh wow, they're green.
Here, pick off all the dead pieces on this one."
Oh, okay.
And I guess, Ava, you can see if they'll let you near.
Peek out the door again. Kind of peek through this one too.
You see as they have gone into the office.
Hmm.
The door is open behind them, but you see that they're in there.
Okay. If we'll pop back and be like, I'm going in.
Good luck!
Okay. And she's gonna try to be very quiet and kind of like walk along like the side edge, try to like stay out of sight of that door, and just kind of see if she can hear anything from over here.
Okay. I am gonna make you do another stealth check, but this is not necessarily to get discovered, okay?
Here we go.
So Ava, you sneakily sort of get into this room, go by the door, and you're doing your best to press yourself as close to this wall as possible and overhear anything you can. And you overhear, there doesn't seem to be the sound of a struggle in here, If anything, there's no blood at all. It just seems like someone tried to break into the Helios system through the through. I don't even know what this is. This is. What do you think, Raven? I'm unsure. I'll have to check the shadow logs later to see what may have happened. But as far as I can tell, it seems that this is not the actual crime scene. And Ison, you should know there is a woman outside. She is listening in on our conversation. She does not seem to be hostile, but merely a student here. Probably just curious.
Ava's just frozen.
Oh, well, can't hurt. Hey, student!
Hi.
Oh, it's you! I've seen you before.
Yeah, we fought a witch together.
Ah, yes, that's what it was. Some sort of tear in the veil that we found together and all that kind of thing. How is school going for you?
So good. I think I'm learning a lot. Seems like yesterday was rough though. Like 3 people died.
Yes, 3 people did die. Speaking of which, what were you doing last night?
Well, I did the mission. I came back. I ate food. And then I went to bed. And then I was woken up. And they told me that the headmaster was killed.
Please make an insight check.
Can do.
You notice as barely perceptibly, Raven's mouth moves, but you don't know anything else besides that. And Ison says, well, sounds good. You probably shouldn't be here too much. You should probably head back to bed, because I think Lights Out's coming soon, right? Maybe you and your friends can, skedaddle back to bed. Pick up some Joy Bite cookies on me, and he'll give you a credit.
Thank you. Do you know what happened to the headmaster?
Leave that to us professionals, please. Don't worry. Go back to sleep.
Okay. Well, thank you. And good night.
Good night.
And she'll head off.
And you will see as you sort of walk out that there's a very sort of shadowy, mystical sort of raven with sort of very yellow hieroglyphs in this corner that seems to be watching as you leave.
I see.
As you go outside, you'll see that there is another raven perched out in this corner over here.
Kind of like a
Ava.
familiar surveillance system.
Maya and Nico, what were you guys doing with the plants while Ava was gone? I'll be right back as well. Sorry, one sec.
Nico looks absolutely so confused in his life. He was never good at gardening, and he's sitting there holding the plant, looking at it from different angles as he tries to figure out what dead pieces he has to pick off.
That was really weird that you pulled it out of the planter. I'm gonna have to rebury that and make sure there's no root damage. And I'm gonna have to reapply fertilizer and maybe some rooting hormone. You didn't have to pull it out of the ground. The whole plant's not dead, Nico.
It just came out of the ground. I don't know what you want from me. I don't even...
It's not gonna leave. It's not gonna walk away. Oh, hey, Ava.
Wait, do some plants do that?
Don't worry about it. If you find one, though, let me know.
Oh, okay.
Goosel from the undergrowth goes,
Oh, Goosel's got legs. He walks around. He's a pretty cool guy. But he's way cooler than any other plant.
So,
How did it go, Ava?
Good. It seems like someone was trying to break into the Helios system in the headmaster office.
Maya will give Nico some very obvious side eye.
Listen, it wasn't me. You can't even. Nope. I may have done like one sketchy thing with somebody else's comstone, but it was not me. I'm not smart enough for that.
Okay.
Hmm.
But who would break into Helios? I mean, I guess if you have Helios, I guess you could have it all, right?
Yeah. They also said that the office was not the real I don't know what they meant by that.
Maybe his body was moved after he died?
Oh,
Where was the
and
original
where was he
one?
killed?
Clearly not in here. I mean, Dot's been in here this whole time. I mean, she's been asleep, but I feel like she would have noticed.
Yeah, how is she still sleeping?
I would just leave her. I don't want to wake her up again. She's probably... Yeah.
I wish I could sleep that deep.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's whatever. But if it wasn't in here, I doubt it was in either of the dormitories. We would notice, right? We wouldn't be allowed to be in there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What if we just walk together and do a quick sweep to see if we see anything suspicious?
I mean, it can't be the infirmary either, right?
Oh, we just walked by that.
Yeah, I would
Seemed
doubt that.
okay.
And you don't think it was in Wesley Presley's room, right?
Didn't seem like it.
I mean, I feel like you would have been able to see it.
Yeah, it's not a super big room.
They would probably also have it blocked off somehow if it was there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Here. We can just go down the hall. Oh. It's Reynard.
As you exit, you will see as Renard is speaking at Wesley's door, and he is, if anything, fuming, and you will hear him say, "But I left it in the trash as you asked for." And you'll hear Wesley say, "Sometimes it just goes in the trash. That's what happens, man. I'm sorry." And
Ooh.
Renard will say, "You son of a bitch, I will get you for this one." And he will storm away, very angry.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
And Wesley will close the door behind him.
Business deal gone bad?
Yeah, looks like it.
There he goes.
Yeah.
Well. Let's go, let's probably stay out of his path. I feel like we probably shouldn't be talking to him right now if he's that mad. Real quick, I think we could check the library and then the training center.
Yeah,
I
we
feel like
poke our heads in.
There you go. Step into the library. As soon as you enter, Ava, you will see as Yonder materializes in his holographic form, and he will say, "Ah, hello, students. Don't you know it's quite late?"
Yeah, we're taking a quick walk around before lights out.
Of course. Well, if it's knowledge you seek, the library is the perfect place to come to.
Maya will kind of glance at Ava and shrug.
I guess we are seeking knowledge.
Keep in mind, though, anything you ask him is stored on your comstone. I've tried.
That's a very good point.
Comstone? What do you mean, sir?
So, have you seen anything weird happen in here recently?
I see weirdness all the time. reading through all these fantastical tales of stories in the archives. It's crazy. You could say I live in a fantasy world myself.
Well, nothing violent has happened here recently, right?
No. This is a place of learning.
Well, that's good. I hope it stays that way.
Of course. Now,
Yeah.
if you need any questions or any help or anything like that with your schoolwork, please don't hesitate to come to the library and access our archives and expand those minds. As my father used to say, a dull mind is a dull tool.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yonder, I did have a question.
Yes, young Nico.
I know you keep a log of who visits your library. When was the last time Axel Crow came to pay you a visit?
You think Axel comes here? He has archive access through his library. Or excuse me, through his office as well as in his private quarters.
I was just
Oh.
curious. I just needed to make sure.
Yes, I am rarely gifted with the headmaster's presence, although, he is a very respectable man.
Yes. He definitely is. Hey guys, I think we should continue our little walk.
You're right. It is almost lights out.
It is true, children. May I bid you adieu?
Good night.
Yonder.
Yes, Ava.
Oh, I was just saying good night.
Oh, yes. Good night, Ava.
I guess
Okay,
that's one piece of information we didn't have before.
Yeah.
that's true. Interesting that you can access the archives through his office, though.
You will see as also these doors, men's and women's locker rooms.
Hmm.
Do you have to go through them to get into the...
Nope, you do not.
Okay. Alright. I wonder if they tried to get information and maybe they needed his, like, fingerprint to do it? I don't know.
Mm.
It's like that one movie.
As you come by here, you will say, or you hear, "Heh, students, looking for some sort of combat advantage? Come and talk to Rory."
Come and talk to Rory.
And you will see as they are vending machines for, your guns and all that kind of stuff.
I see.
Hmm.
Hey, if only we had Eli here, what if the vending machines were tampered with?
Oh, yeah. Maybe we can get him to come check it out in the morning. Or whenever we get to it tomorrow.
Does anything, or can I hit a perception check to see if anything seems out of the ordinary?
Please do.
Hmm.
Let's see. Perception. Normal. Please don't give me another nat one. Oh, thank God.
This place is always in some sort of, dishevelment. This is a place where, you train, you box, you do weight training, you do your cardio and all that kind of stuff. So there's always a general dishevelment here. But as you look at the equipment over here, you see that the weights aren't racked. And when the weights aren't racked, that's a demerit point. Or at least a detention.
Oh, that's... Somebody left their shit out over here. Well, Maya will start re-racking the weights.
As you pick up one of the weights, you will notice that there is a red blood stain on one of them.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Maybe don't touch that.
Maya will set it back down and step away. And she'll look at the other ones and see if they're all like, in similar shape.
Only one.
She'll re-rack the ones that aren't.
All right. Sounds good.
Maya, why did you touch those?
This one's the fucking bloody one.
You're putting your fingerprints all over crime scene evidence.
Yeah.
How do they know? It just looks like those are just regular ones. This is the one that's bloody.
Yeah,
You
but
still touched it?
They're part of it, you know? They're accomplices.
The accomplices. The weights are accomplices.
Plus, it's important to have everything in your crime scene maintain the same position until you're done investigating.
Oh my god, I didn't know you were the crime scene expert.
I mean, he is right.
Well, should we go tell somebody?
We could tell Ison.
Is that his name?
Oh, come on. You literally can't remember that. I know he told us once, but you thought he was so cool.
I mean, he is really cool.
Besides the point. We could tell them.
I mean,
But, like, maybe. What if it's just some student's blood and they hurt themselves, but.
yeah, what if it's just... Oh god, what if somebody dropped a weight on their head?
Ooh.
What weight is this?
A 45-pound weight, like a
Oh.
barbell weight that would go on like the side of a barbell, right? Chest press barbell.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, this would so kind of suck if it fell on you, but... Is it like a little bit of blood or a lot of blood?
A lot of blood, like more like you would not notice drops of blood on that investigation check. This is quite a bit of blood.
Oh boy.
Is there any on the floor?
There are spatters on the floor.
I guess... well...
No, like, pooling on the floor.
No pooling or anything like that.
Huh.
Maybe we should tell Trillium.
Maya will sit and be like, you guys can go get somebody and I'll just wait here. Just to make sure nobody comes back and messes with the evidence, right?
As you say that, you will hear the bell that says, "Lights out in 5 minutes."
Okay, quick. Do we tell Trillium or do we tell the two investigating?
Tell the two
Let-
investigating.
Let's tell the two.
Alright, Eva, let's go then, real quick.
Let's go.
I was gonna say I can't
Run!
quick move you. You guys got to run there yourselves. So,
Dead sprint!
and as they dead sprint, hey Eli,
Sure.
what were you doing?
Probably still sleeping.
Just
Honestly.
napping, just taking a snooze townville dream, all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
You're not working on nothing. You're not doing any tinkering. You're not chatting with Jolt. Not chatting with Volt. Not.
No, I think he was pretty tired.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Gotta make sure he doesn't feel left out.
Those who ran, you guys run into this room and you see as they're still sort of investigating this area, piece by piece, foot by foot.
Ava catching her breath. We're in the training hall and we found blood.
You found blood in the training hall, did you?
Yeah, but like a lot of blood.
Well, at least, it seems like you kids are training hard, right?
It's like bad blood.
Huh. It seems to me like you kids, you should go to bed and think about other things. Let the adults handle this.
Okay, but are you gonna go check it out?
He will look at you, and from behind his glasses, he will have a very serious look, like a very serious, stare at you that neither confirm nor denies what you're saying.
Nico will sigh and just roll his eyes for a second. Okay, so I guess we should get Maya and go to our rooms.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that there's only 5 minutes or so, y'all, to get back into bed. I remember when I was in the academy, they used to whoop us, so.
Get
Well.
whooped, I suppose.
At least there's no physical training in the morning, right?
Ooh. And the weights are all covered in blood anyway.
That's not funny. I guess we should go get Maya.
Yeah, let's go get Maya.
Both of you do an insight check.
Insight.
Nico, they did not pass you off, but they're investigators, and they know what they're doing. They're executives.
Everything feels weird about this, Ava.
Yeah.
And this definitely doesn't put us any step closer to thinking about who this would be.
Yeah,
Well, I
I'm
get that's
even
not
more
how we're
confused now.
Yeah. Should we just text Maya?
Just see if maybe anything had happened since we left her there.
And then Nico will pull out his phone to text her to ask her if anything had happened and to tell her that
Yeah.
they're heading back. His calm stone.
Alrighty. Do you respond before they get to you, Maya?
Maya will be like, nope, just standing here. Nothing happened. Frowny face. Hey guys.
Hey. Well, we
So,
told them, but they did not seem concerned.
I mean, I guess there's not a lot that we can do. I mean,
Yeah.
we can just remember what we saw. But I guess we need to go back to our rooms or face the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is officially bedtime.
Yeah, and I don't feel like facing any consequences right now.
No, I mean, at least we managed to escape detention, right, guys?
Hey, that's good.
Do you remember who
Yeah.
went to detention?
Delilah.
Yes. Was it Face Shifter Girl?
Yeah, Delilah and the last two of the triplets, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And Pinky.
And
And
Pinky, right.
frowny
who
face.
ran out of the
Right,
fight.
yeah.
You all head to bed. It's been a long and strange day, and so much has happened that honestly you all don't believe it. But as you go to sleep, you feel a sense of calmness come over you. You feel a sense of longing to be back with your parents with you, and you take a short rest.
Yippee!
Eli, you're awakened by the typical Winnie saying, "Good morning, students. Breakfast is open."
Jesus Christ. Get up out of bed, I guess. Put on his nice little suits and tidy up. You know, come on out. What's the breakfast looking like?
For breakfast, Eggo waffles with a little bit of syrup. And Winnie says, "Oh, because of last night, sweeties, we're going to give you guys a little dollop of extra." And she'll put a little bit of a dollop of whipped cream on it as well.
Wow. Okay. He'll go take his. He was gonna pass up on it if it was like last night. And
Food is
so-
never really good here, but breakfast is at least passable.
Yeah.
Because how can you fuck up eggs, right?
For real. Alright, he'll take his shit and he'll sit down.
Who's next to awaken?
Maya. She's still got the waking up at 6 in the morning to get up and go take care of the farm in her blood.
Exactly. You see that Eli's sitting there sipping his coffee, eating his Eggo.
Oh, hey Eli.
Hey, Maya.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna go grab some food and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And Maya will go up and oh, I didn't mean to climb on the counter there. That's weird. Maya will go grab her food and then come sit down.
What does Maya eat for breakfast?
Probably the same thing.
Sounds good, just asking, just curious.
Very good. Because it just looked really good on his plate.
Did you get any sleep last night?
No. Oh yeah, Eli, we tried to wake you up, but we walked around last night and we like tried to go to the crime scene. Oh my god.
Are you
It was-
fucking crazy?
Yes.
So you
Okay.
think that if you woke me up, I would have went with you?
Would you not have?
Well, I mean, I maybe to like keep you out of trouble, but like that's
Well,
a really stupid idea, I think.
I didn't make the decision to go do that. Ava just woke me up, or well, I wasn't really sleeping, but Ava just came by and was trying to see if she could get me to go with her, and I didn't want to leave her alone. You know, there's a killer on the loose. I don't want to let her have to run around by herself.
Well, what'd you find?
Not much. Just that apparently the headmaster wasn't killed in his office. Or they don't think he was anyways, and there was a fucking weight in the training room and it had blood all over it. It's probably still there if they didn't clean it up.
Interesting. So you're like suggesting they killed him with a weight?
Or somebody killed themselves with it.
Next up is obviously Ava.
Ava's waking up, heading off to breakfast.
Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, Ava.
Hey, Eva.
Good morning. I need coffee.
Oh, Maya points.
Oh, thank you.
What does Ava grab for breakfast?
Right now, just coffee. And she'll just go sit.
So did you get any sleep last night?
Yeah, an hour or so.
You also feel another Jones, Ava.
Yeah. Feeling a lot of things.
So I heard what you all did last night.
Yeah, I'm even more confused now than when we started. Do you know how to break into the Helios system here?
What kind of question is that?
Well,
You've definitely tried.
I mean,
I feel like if
It's
anyone
not-
would know, it'd be you.
it's not that hard, but like, what would I get out of doing it? You know?
But, well, would you be willing to try to check something called the shadow logs?
Shadow logs?
Yeah, there were two investigators. You remember the cool wolf guy from when we fought Blythe?
Yeah, I think so.
He's here investigating what happened. And he was talking to someone else. I think their name is Raven. And the Raven guy said he needed to check the shadow logs because someone tried to break in the Helios system.
As you all remember, this place doesn't have cameras, but all of your movements are tracked by the shadows that they create, which are creating of the shadow logs, which are even more perfect than video logs are, because those can be manipulated by pixels.
Oh.
So, I mean, if that guy's there, then we probably shouldn't be worried about it, because he's a real one, right? He knows what he's doing.
He is super cool.
Nico, as usual, your alarm goes off 5 minutes before class is supposed to start.
Always fashionably late. He'll throw his clothes on and go out of his room, and then go into the eating area and just pick up an apple that he like figured out was good enough for him before going over to join his friends.
Well, look who
Hi, Nico.
decided to show up.
Yeah, maybe I would have, I don't know, gotten sleep last night if somebody hadn't decided that we needed to go poke our noses and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, that
wow.
probably wasn't the best idea. But at
I
least you're
mean-
all okay.
I mean, it could have been worse, right?
You see as other students start to phase in and phase out and all that kind of stuff, getting ready to go to class, as well as if anybody wants to make an insight check or an investigation check.
I would love to.
Was that insight or investigation?
Whichever you would prefer, as far as your character goes.
Damn it.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the same. Fuck it.
Alrighty.
I'll see why not.
Ava, there are at least 2 of those shadowy birds with the yellow hieroglyphs out there. And you point them out to Eli, who hasn't seen them before, but you point them out to him.
I saw the birds last night. I think they might be that guy Raven. His ravens.
Wow. It's not very creative at all, but
Yes.
He's just got a style, maybe.
so they're just watching us even more now? Like they weren't already watching us too much?
Do you think they suspect a student?
Definitely. But I mean, there's
I
not
mean-
a lot of people who are on the headmaster's bad side.
I don't know. He was kind of a dick.
Yeah, I think
He was
we
kind of a
all
dick.
hated him.
But like, who would be able to get away with it and not get caught like right away?
Anybody who managed to hack their comstone.
But like, I mean, what if it's part of the reason is they don't even know that it happened in the training room? Wait, Eli, could you see who might have been there?
Can I see?
Yeah, can you find out who was there?
Only if you access the logs.
Well, I probably could try, but it's not really the best time.
Well, not right now, but you have kind of a time frame that you could look at, so
Okay.
Maya, you're distracted for a moment as you see as Delilah comes out and sits with Lucius.
that's weird.
She takes his hand in hers, and he seems very down.
Hmm. Oh, wasn't that Lucius guy close to you know, your buddy Nico?
His name was
Marcus.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. If anyone, he would be the most down. Even though I hate the guy, I'm sorry for him.
Yeah. It's like if one of you guys died, I'd be pretty upset too. But
And with that, you will hear as the bell rings for school.
Oh,
And
shit.
we are about to go on intermission, and I'm going to move you guys all over to school. If you guys want to do anything else with the students who are walking through,
no sir.
the two brothers, are they at breakfast?
They are, and they look very down and very annoyed.
Mm. Is Pinky also at breakfast?
She is.
I died a week ago. There's nothing left. It's caught on video. The very last breath. 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 Internal avalanche. Cave in a mind. Covering all evidence. The very last time. 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 All this fuss over nothing. Reinventing the wheel. All this searching for something that's not real. All this fuss over nothing. Reinventing the wheel. All this searching for something that's not real. I died a week ago. There's nothing left. It's caught on video. The very last breath. All this fuss over nothing. Reinventing the wheel. All this searching for something that's not real. All this fuss over nothing. Reinventing the wheel. All this searching for something that's not real. All this fuss over nothing. Reinventing the wheel. All this searching for something that's not real. tell you how I feel. I want to drive you through the night, down the hills. I gotta tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dark, but have no fear.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same.
I'm giving you a night call, tell you how I feel. I want to drive you through the night, down the hills. I gotta tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dark, but have no fear.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you.
And we're back, everybody. Welcome back from intermission. As the students went to class, they found themselves in the main hall as they usually are. But tonight, or at least today, the professor is Molly Moss. Students, if you would like to find your own seats, you see that the students have already sort of arranged themselves around.
Mm-hmm.
Maya will wave at her favoriteest teacher.
I gotta sit next to Eli.
Come on, Ava. We can sit over here.
Alrighty,
Hey,
you all
Randy.
take your seat. Oh, hey. What is it? Eli, right?
Yeah, Eli.
Yeah. Good to see you again, man. How's your school year going?
I mean, it's going all right. Yesterday was pretty much the weirdest it's been so far. So, I mean, can't
That
complain.
was a little strange. It was very weird. But you know, as my father would say, we must be stronger.
I agree.
And as you guys settle in for class and everything, Molly will start to teach you again about the sort of Nocturne organization history, telling you about Lycius, the Lord of Shadows, as well as Selene, the Mistress of the Moon, how they sort of came together in a sort of need to protect this strange sort of multiversal aspect, and so thus they founded the Nocturne organization as a way to, if anything, try to, from the shadows, protect, existence in a sort of way that just didn't allow all of existence to end, with this sort of, need for order and all that kind of stuff. She also tells you about, the various sort of factions that have broken off, the various sort of wars with, people like the Prime Order, people like the Ladies in Blue, people like Hollythorn, who just don't agree with the same sort of, need for order that Nocturne does. As well as they talk to you about, rebel factions that are within this sort of, group and everything like that. Former agents who have gone rogue, all those sort of things and everything. As well as when they sort of continue to talk, they talk about the Helios system, how you guys sort of jump through space and time, how you guys are able to sort of, schedule these jumps, and it's all thanks to this high-tech system that tracks everything that goes on in the Umbral Nexus, as well as hyperfission, which is this sort of technology that allows for energy to be created from essentially nothing, that has revolutionized the entirety of the Nocturne Academy. And Molly will continue to talk, but say, and don't forget, class, we have 2 new teachers with us, and oh yes, they are here now. And you will see as the 2 men you saw last night walk in, and they will walk to the front. And they will say, yes, my name is Ison, Executive Ison, and this is Executive Raven. And don't worry, we will try not to be too much of an intrusion. We hope that you guys can be out of lockdown soon. And you will hear as Delilah says, lockdown? I didn't know we were in lockdown. And you will hear as Ison says, yep. It seems that with the death of the executive, none of you all will be able to leave for the foreseeable future. So, get a little comfortable, if you will.
God damn it.
Oof.
Nothing new.
Molly will then say, okay, does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Great. Well, then I will introduce you to your teacher for today, and Allison will run in there rushing as fast as she can. Sorry I'm late, guys. I was practicing, I was preparing, and I just lost track of time. Don't worry, it's all fine. And Molly and other executives will leave.
Huh.
Shit gets weirder and weirder these days. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, there were those guys again.
Yeah.
Allison will then put up a couple of questions on the board, and she will say, okay, class, I'm a little busy today, but your task today will be to please write up a case report on what happened at the nightclub. Okay, remember to go into detail with all the probable cause and reasonable suspicion that you can muster and you can remember. Okay, we're gonna be grading these on how well you can remember things happening. All right, okay, everybody. All right, go. And then she'll just sort of forget about literally everybody in the classroom as she just starts reading the computer screen in front of her. She is obviously not paying attention to anybody.
I love her.
Do we actually, Nico? Do you think we actually have to do this, or is she just making shit up at this point?
I feel like she's making shit up at this point, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Elo will just write like a short TLDR of what happened for him, and then just start tinkering with his watch.
Maya will put genuine thought and effort into it and chat with Ava
Mhm.
about their shared experience.
And Ava, with her keen mind, can remember quite a bit. So she'll fill in details with whatever Maya can't remember.
We have to make the most perfect case report right now.
Yeah.
And Nico,
gonna
what
be-
are you doing?
Nico is literally just shorthanding stuff, writing stuff from his account. Like, I walked to the bar, grabbed grenadine, spilt on floor. Like, very, very short, low detail notes. And finishes with about 3 or 4 paragraphs and then sets his pencil down.
Alrighty, you all look and you see that the people around you are in a various state of sort of finishing. Allison is obviously not paying attention. And it's class time, whatever you guys want to do.
Well,
Ava will whisper to Maya, "What do you think has got Professor Bolin so busy today?"
probably the same thing that everybody's been busy about. They're still trying to figure out who did it. I mean, we're still in lockdown, so obviously whatever happened is still going on.
Right.
I mean, these big bad tough agent types, they still haven't figured out who killed their most important character, individual. They're probably freaking out.
Maya and Ava, you will look to your left and you will see as Patrick and Preston, the other two of the triplets who are left, are literally not writing anything and just sitting there in both a daze and a rage that you could only describe as a ticking time bomb.
I don't think that's gonna end well.
You think we should talk to them? I don't know what to say.
What could you even say to that? They lost a part to their other half, I guess.
Yeah,
Other third. That's
can't
not
even
really something.
imagine.
You don't really ever recover from that, no.
Yeah.
You'll also look to your left and see that not only is Mila already done and just kind of sitting there, but Lucius has ripped up the paper and just let it sit on his desk. Delilah seems to be writing, Renard seems to be writing, Atlanta, Gaz, and Picrotti, and Raymond all seem to be writing. Eli, Nico, are you guys writing?
Maybe like a paragraph. That's pretty much about
Right.
all you
Very
wrote.
simple stuff like Nico said.
Yeah, once Nico finishes his 3 paragraphs, he's just sitting there, like, quietly, like, messing with Eli. Just biting
Well,
the shit out of him.
I mean, Ava, you got any projects you still gotta work on?
Got always have more projects. But right now, I don't know. Just
Well, hey, I've got an idea.
hmm,
So I know you've been saying that you're having a tough time getting up in the morning, right? Well, I'm messing with this plant, and it's got caffeine in it, and you
Oh.
can make it into a tea. So, next opportunity I get, do you mind if I run some experiments on you?
Okay.
As you're talking, you will see as Allison, sort of her eyes go wide and say, "That was today? Oh, fuck! Holy shit! I'll be back soon, don't worry!" And she will literally run out of the classroom.
Oh,
What the hell is going on?
Crazy lady.
she's always doing so much for us. Man.
I really want to see what's on her computer.
Can I do a insight check into as if there are any snitches about other than Raymond?
Yes. Pinky is always a snitch. Atalanta snitches, but she doesn't know that she's doing it.
You know what, Ava? Your main points of interest are Raymond, Pinky, and Atalanta. So, I mean, if we can figure out how to distract them.
Yeah.
Eli will turn and look at Ava and Maya and see if they're plotting anything. Just kind of like
Maya will
watching.
wave him over.
What?
Hey, can one of your little guys go and see subtly, very subtly, what's on her computer?
Absolutely not. I cannot do that. As Eli says that, he'll let Volt go over to the computer.
A small electric mouse will jump out as you said Jolt.
Yeah.
As Jolt will jump out, and he will make his way over to the computer and do his thing.
And Eli
What are you
will
trying to
just-
find out?
Just like, what's like open on the computer at the moment? Maybe anything of interest. I don't know.
So on your watch, a little sort of holographic sort of like desktop like pops up, and you see that it's a mirror of what's going on in the computer there. And the biggest sort of message you see is bar test today at 10 o'clock. So she's late to a test that she needs to go to.
Okay.
You also see a bunch of notes about, procedural sort of stuff, notes about class and all that kind of thing. Just basically she's going to teach you guys about how to prosecute people, how to, collect evidence, boring shit.
All right. Eli will get up, and he'll just like flick his watch at her to show her what's going on.
Maya will pull out a notebook and start writing stuff down.
Are you gonna write all of that down?
I'm shorthanding it.
Okay. Fine.
Does she have any emails open right now?
I don't know. Hold on.
Yes, she does.
It looks like she does. Yes.
What do they say?
For class today, make sure to collect statements from all the students about what they were doing last night in order to compare them and see anomalies that may have happened. We are still seeking this killer. They are still on the loose. They are still considered highly dangerous.
It's-
Oh,
Yeah. You heard.
Ava, that's what we were thinking, right? They're still looking for that guy.
Ah,
How
we gotta
have
make
they
sure
not-
all of our notes are compatible.
It's true. Here, you know what, Eli? Just bring me yours and Nico's, and me and Ava will double check them.
It's not like I just lied on it.
I
Hold on.
know.
Hey, Nico, can I see your paper?
Yeah, what the fuck are y'all chatting about over there?
They just want to look at it. I don't know. They'll gather his and Nico's papers. Is anyone like... Never mind. That'd be way too fucking broad. He'll just... Here you go. To Maya.
Perfect. Here, Ava. I actually am a little curious about something. Do you mind cross-examining these?
Yeah, I got this.
Perfect. Okay. And Maya will walk over and take a seat next to Raymond and be like, "Hey,
Oh, hey, Maya. What's up? I'm kind of busy right now.
I was wondering if I could ask you how you're feeling about all this stuff that's going down with the headmaster dying and stuff."
Well, it's real strange, let me be honest with you. For literally anybody to die within the Nexus, I don't think that's happened maybe in 5 or so years. Or at least my father would have told me, you know?
Yeah, and it feels like they haven't caught them yet, right? So,
I don't know what you're saying there. I mean, of course we caught them. They caught them probably that night.
but why are we still in lockdown?
Just safety measures, you know, just to make sure there's nobody involved or, you know, collaborators or anything like that.
Then what else are they investigating? I guess.
Well, I mean, you heard what they said. There could have been possible, you know, outside agitators or something like that, some other order or something like that.
But why do you think somebody would kill the headmaster?
I mean, he was a well-respected person who was training us to be, you know, agents of Nocturne. I mean, truly anybody who would be an enemy of Nocturne would be an enemy of him.
You do have a good point.
But I don't know if you remember, there is the, I hesitate to say the name because even the name invites. How do you feel about the moon, Maya?
I mean,
And the light that might cut through the darkness.
moon's pretty nice.
Have you heard of Vox Lumen? He will very much so lower his voice, looking around hesitantly.
I don't believe I have.
He will then look to you very quietly and say, "Can I trust you to be on our side?"
Yes.
Please make a deception check, because I know that's a deception.
Hang on, I'm trying to see if I have, do I have... I have a passive that gives me advantage on the deception throws.
There you go. I wonder why that would be.
Hee
You say yes, and you sort of, you know, you learn from Delilah. You sort of touch his hand. And as you touch his hand, you sort of get a blip in your mind of the people that he loves in his life. And your sort of face shifts a little bit to be a little bit more older, wrinkly, and seeming to resemble his grandmother, someone that he spends a lot of time with. And by shifting your face, he says, "Well, according to my father, they might be connected to this, the rebel group. And so we are investigating every possibility."
That sounds very troubling.
It is. Rebels in the Umbral Nexus? Running freely? Unheard of.
Why would they want to disturb the peace?
Because they are agitators who don't believe in the order that we provide to the multiverse. What would you have? Chaos?
I
People
think...
just traveling between talking to themselves, interacting with each other, colluding.
That does sound very dangerous.
Chaos. Chaos is what would await us. We already learned that with the Prime Order, and we will make sure that that does not happen again.
I'm glad that we have people like you in our class.
I am number one for a reason. Unlike your friend.
Right. Well, thank you, Raymond. You certainly made me feel a lot better about the situation.
Of course, but you should tell Ava to stop wearing those glasses. They make her seem a little bit older, and I know that she doesn't need them.
I'll keep that in mind. And Maya will go up and sit back down with Ava and be like, "Holy fuck, dude, you'll never guess what." What? Have you ever heard of Vox Lumen?
Has Ava ever heard of Vox Lumen?
Ava, you have heard of Vox Lumen, because you have literally sort of tried to figure out every single, you don't necessarily support this place, so you've looked up every single criticism of this place. And the only place you've ever found Vox Lumen was in the very limited releases of Celine, one of the founders of Nocturne.
Did you cut out there?
Did you hear me say in Celine, the founders of Nocturne?
Oh yeah. Did I hear it from Celine like directly?
No, archives.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all the publicly available information about what you know about that.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
so
I guess I've heard of
Raymond-
them before.
They're like a rebel group. They're against Nocturne. Raymond apparently thinks that they might have had something to do with this.
Really? I guess. Yeah. Having the headmaster gone is a
It's a
good thing for
surefire
them.
way. Yeah.
Hmm.
Here, I have somebody else I need to go talk to. Hey, Delilah.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Awful because of this whole lockdown thing, right?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Just me.
Yeah, you're just so yeah. So I had a question.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Have you ever heard of Vox Lumen?
What?
I was just curious if you knew anything about that.
What? Oh, Vox? What?
Well, besides that, how do you feel about this whole situation that's going down right now? The headmaster died.
It's terrible. The headmaster, he may have been an asshole, but at the same time, he really cared about all of us. And I don't know. It's gonna be strange getting on without him. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I can. She'll start to cry a little bit.
Is it truthful crying, or is it just Delilah being Delilah?
Roll an insight check.
Yes, sir.
She is crying. That's about all you can tell.
Excellent.
And as you console her crying, I assume,
Yes.
the doors will open, and you will see as the two executives walk in. They will say, "Is there a Mr. Touvier here?" And Renard will do as much as he can to not be noticed.
Oh, you mean that fox fella?
Renard will give you the deathiest death glare as he can and say, "I am right here, sirs. What can I do for you?"
Maya will give Nico the biggest side eye.
And they will walk out of the room. And you will hear Maya as they walk out. We should ask some questions about last night. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine, kid.
Oh, he is so fucking dead later. Here, I gotta go talk to Ava again. I promise it's gonna be okay, Delilah.
I don't know if it will be. It's just so weird. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
Can Ava poke her head out the door, see where they're off to?
Of course you can. But goddamn you for seeing my backstage. They walk down the hallway.
They're just walking straight all the way into the Nexus.
All the way to the Nexus area. From there, at least, you see them go north. But then they go out of sight.
Do I see any of those ravens around?
You see an insight check, please.
Insight.
Also, Rob, if you're around and you want to turn Nico up, he's a little quiet, apparently.
Oh,
There's at least one.
at least one. Okay, she heads back in.
What was that all about?
Are you talking to me or Ava?
Sorry, yeah, Maya. What do you think that was all about?
I don't. Well, okay, let's be honest. Renard is the sketchiest guy that we have here, okay?
Well,
Can we
I
can we all accept that?
I guess.
They're probably just gonna go ask him, you know, maybe he'll get in trouble for sneaking something in. I don't think he actually did it. He'll probably be fine.
Well,
Alright.
I saw him arguing with Wesley Presley last night, right?
Oh yeah, I thought I saw him talking. I didn't hear what they were talking about though.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Renard said something about dropping off something in the garbage, but it seemed like Wesley didn't get it, or it was intercepted, or either way, it never got back
Oh.
to Renard.
Yeah, you know what, he's probably just gonna get detention and then it'll be done with.
No biggie.
Yeah. I mean, he probably has an alibi. He was on that mission with us. I'm sure he just went to bed like everybody else. But
But I've been thinking this happened around this happened right after we came back from the mission, right? Do you think
and
it might be related?
because, you know, people did die. People that were very important to other people. And Maya will side eye both to her left and her right. I mean,
The Parkers
couldn't-
just could not care less about whatever they're trying to do here. They just do not give a fuck.
Mhm.
and you know, it might not be as deep as a rebel group. It very well just could be anguish.
And come on, I mean, it's not like we haven't been all pissed at the guy once or twice.
Yeah, that's the part I'm worried about.
Mhm.
But or maybe after that tragedy happened, maybe somebody reached out to somebody else that was here and got themselves a little spy on the inside. But Paul, was the headmaster, was he a very particularly strong individual?
He's an executive. You don't get to be an executive without being fairly strong in some capacity. Or at least being able to hold your own.
To take him out would be kind of like a feat, right? Like
It would definitely be a feat.
So they either had to catch him unawares, which is unlikely, or they were pretty strong themselves.
Yeah.
We'll Well, I've exhausted my sources. I guess I could go talk to Mila or Lucius or Atalanta. I don't think Atalanta knows anything that's going on.
If anyone's strong, be her.
Oh, you're right. I mean, if somebody bashed his head in with a 45-pound weight, and I get it, we don't know if it's connected to the actual crime, but like, just for the sake of continuity.
No, I figured that sounds exactly about what happened.
Mhm.
I understand not wanting to dance around the topic, but what else do we know?
I'll go see if she knows anything. And I would like to just say that the entire time Maya is just very obviously writing in a notebook that she has.
There you go. Of course she is, right?
It's like, it's not quite a notebook, it's more like a leather-bound journal,
Oh, I was
almost.
gonna say one of those flip books, but okay, alright, leather-bound journal. I like it.
It's like halfway filled, like there's writing on every single page up until that point.
As well as drawings, maybe of some plant-like nature.
Exactly. There's a ton of
yeah.
drawings of Goosel.
There you go.
My little Goosely.
Who is not here?
His frowny face, yes. Hey, Atalanta.
Please, a little quieter. My head hurts a little bit.
A little hungover, are we? I think I've got an herb for that. Wait, can I actually use my alchemy kit and make her can we skin it as a like a heal, or use a heal as like a pick me up?
Yes, you can.
I'll toss some herbs together in my one of my little vials, and I'll hand it to her and be like, this'll help that clear up real quick.
She will down it like a little shot and be like, ugh, this tastes like 5-hour energy.
You know what? Yeah, that's a good correlation.
But thank you. The electrolytes, they feel much better. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. I was just wondering if you'd be okay if I asked you how you were feeling about everything that's happening right now.
I don't even know.
Headmaster's dead. That's pretty crazy, right?
I don't want to be here, and so long as I can get out, I do not care.
Yeah. You're very right about that. This whole lockdown
But-
thing.
Truly, I have. And she will sort of look off to the side and trail off.
Well, I do hope that you're feeling better.
Please make a perception check.
Yes, sir.
A single tear rolls down her cheek.
Are you okay?
What? Yes, I am strong. I am fine.
It's okay to be strong and be not fine.
He's gone. And I don't like it.
Who are you referring to specifically?
She will sort of look around very hesitantly and say, Parker,
Oh.
me and him were going to separate him from his brothers. When he's alone, he's not the same. He's quite a different person.
I could see that.
If
Oh.
anything, they killed him, and they caused all of this to happen.
Why do you say that?
They didn't want to lose their brother.
You would think that they would kill him? so that no one else could have him?
She will look around and she's going to roll a stealth check to see how stealthy this is. Everybody around here will hear this. You wanted to leave the triplets, and they were going to reintegrate him until he learned better.
That's very unsettling.
The other two Presleys will stand up and they will say, "You don't know our brother at all," and they will leave.
Well, that's not a very good sign.
And as they leave, Allison will come back and say, "Ha! Don't worry, guys. It's fine. Don't worry. Just keep going to class. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll be back later."
Huh.
Lee, I'm worried.
I'm sorry, Atalanta. I hope the pain eases soon. Hi, Eli.
Hi.
I do
Not
not
interrupt
like
me.
being surrounded.
I'm sorry, Atlanta. Go on this side. Lucius?
He is writing into a notebook, not listening to what you have to say at all.
I don't know if you're actually listening to me, but sorry about Marcus. I understand what it's like to lose someone close to you.
As you say Marcus, he will break his pencil.
Right. Okay. Well, enjoy writing.
You will hear as he starts to hum. You don't know what it is.
He'll fuck off. Not trying to start another fight with Lucius.
I would really recommend against it.
Well, Maya?
Hey. I'm simply gathering information. You know my habits.
Yeah.
And Maya will come up to Gaz and Pinky and be like, "Hey guys! Hey girls!"
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Not I mean, everybody's a little high strung right now and stressed out, but other than that,
I mean, what
not
else
too
is
bad.
Nocturne Academy? But we're all high strung, really.
yeah. I mean, so nothing new,
That's
Same
what I'm
thing,
saying.
different day.
Exactly.
I was just curious about how you guys were doing and all this.
Just trying to get this done. It's like, there's so much that I did yesterday, as well as, I was right next to Parker when he died, and oh,
I was actually kind of curious about that. Did you notice anything weird about that?
well, besides the fact that he was like run through by some strange like ooze creature,
Yeah.
not really. I mean, he was kind of hitting him on me and like,
Say that I don't know.
Oh, well, like, he's already with Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
So I just, went with it and did, the Nico dance with him and all that kind of stuff. Could just kind of have a little fun,
That is a little intriguing. And Maya will stop and write something down in her notebook.
Pinky is avoiding your eye contact. That was Gaz all the way, by the way.
Oh. What about you, Pinky?
I got homework to write. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
You
And
seem
she'll
a little...
move away. She'll move away.
Oh, god damn it. Eli, go talk to Pinky.
What? Why me?
Because I freak her the fuck out.
You don't think I'm with her? Fine. What do you want me to talk to her about? The thing?
Figure out why she's being secretive.
I don't think. Alright.
She's being secretive!
Whatever.
You know, some people are just allowed to be uncomfortable in the face of death.
Shut up, Nico.
Sorry, Pinky. I'm not like trying to sit next to you. That's just where I was sitting.
Oh, hey, Eli.
How are you doing?
Oh, you know, just trying to get this paragraph done. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
they ask for so many words. I wish I could just like, you know, put my mind down on the page.
I totally understand. Why don't you give me like, let me be your, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you want to like read it to me and see how well it is?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that might be cheating.
I'm just, I'm trying to piece together what's going on. I'm really confused.
Oh, well, I mean, those creatures came to life and they, like, you know, killed our classmates and all that kind of stuff. And then I mean, really, I couldn't sleep. And then I got really nervous and I kind of, like, slipped through the wall and, like, and then I came back to my room and, you know, it was a weird night.
You slipped through the wall?
Oh, yeah. No, I do that all the time when I get nervous.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not trying to do your homework for you, but like, it was hard enough already, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for you it was probably just, you know, working on, you know, the tools and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was done pretty quick. But,
Of
just
course,
good to have
because you're one of
insight.
like the smart ones. I'm just like an idiot.
Nah, that's not true.
Ha ha ha, dummy Pinky all the time.
Nah. Alright, don't let me distract you from the homework. You, keep at it.
You know, your guys' earth symbols are just, they still kind of throw me for a loop a little bit.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, just like, you know, this Q sort of thing. It's like a circle with a slash, and they're weird.
Yeah, and some words are spelled differently than others, but sound the same.
Exactly, you know.
Like there.
Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense.
You kind of get used to it.
I'm really trying.
But keep at it. Thanks for talking.
Bye.
Hello, Maya.
Hey, girl. Do you think she's in on it?
Eli's gonna point at a table that's not right. She's gonna point at this table.
As you guys move over to that table, Nico, you go up to Raymond and he says, "Oh, hey, Nico."
Your mic's muted.
Yes, it is.
Hey Raymond, how are you feeling after yesterday?
It's just a strange world, you know what I'm saying? So many people dead, but that's another day in the war.
Yeah, it's just today's been weird, don't you think?
I mean, isn't every day weird?
I guess that's true. The vibes are just strange from everyone.
Vibes are, I'm sorry to tell you, Nico, fake.
Astute observation, thank you.
Yes, they are made up by people who cannot handle emotion.
I was more referring to, and he'll pause and motion around everyone, how everyone's acting today.
Yeah, it's really strange. They all seem to not be able to handle death. you would have thought that the deaths of, well, I mean, you killed one of them. The deaths of our classmates would have tempered them a little bit.
I did not kill Jenna. You cannot prove that.
I mean, she was with you and you came back. She didn't. So I'm not blaming you. People die and some people are weak and some people cannot be agents, but we must recognize these realities.
I gained nothing from killing a fellow student. Maybe I've killed
You don't
people,
have to
but-
tell me.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just sitting with you because somebody else stole my seat.
Ah, I see. Well, get the fuck out of my desk, please, while I finish up this homework.
Nico will pick up Raymond's pen that he's sitting on the desk and set it slightly out of his reach to bully him, and then get up to go sit with his friends.
You will see as the pen psychically floats through the air back towards his hand and says, "You fucking cretin."
Nico activity.
So hey guys, what's up?
I'm not talking to you. You're smelly. Eli, tell me what she told you.
Well, I mean, she didn't really tell me anything that we already didn't know. But, like, she told me about the fucking shades, and she like came back here and did her thing where she goes through the wall on accident.
Oh yeah. She does that when she's like really nervous. Yeah.
Yep. Besides that, I don't really know. She's holding out on me, maybe.
Oh shit.
Or she's just
Okay.
really nervous, like unreasonably nervous. But for what?
I mean, people are dying. I'd probably be nervous too, but I will note that down, and she'll write it down in her note in her journal.
Ava, have you been writing any notes?
Oh yeah, she's completing the assignment for all of her friends as well as herself, and trying to match each of their handwriting as well. But also writing down in her own personal notebook any new things that may have come up while her friends have been talking around her.
Interesting.
Please just do a general investigation check.
Mhm. Investigation. There you are.
Oh.
Ava, you have written the most out of anybody in this classroom. No one else seems to be taking this seriously at all. And if anything, their statements are, I went to the bar, I shot something, I went to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
No one has anywhere close to the kind of detail that you have, and no one's even trying. Not even Raymond.
Slacking off over there.
You think they're gonna bring Reynard back, Ava?
I hope so.
I just feel
It
like he's
seemed
been
like they
gone
just
for a
wanted to
while.
ask him some questions. But you know what he gets up to.
Yeah, I feel like he would have a lot of explaining to do, but this is also a long time for just a few questions.
Yeah. I think we should try to see what's up out there.
I'm so glad you were thinking the same exact thing I was.
We gotta watch out for those ravens. They seem to have a close eye on all the students.
Ravens?
Yeah, that raven guy. He has these like shadowy raven things that are in the halls. Well, he places them around.
Like a familiar almost.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I guess we would have to find a way to maneuver around them.
Mm-hmm. Or disguise ourselves somehow, or make a distraction.
Hmm.
Maya, you go over and sit next to Mila.
Yes, sir.
Like always, she has 1,000-mile stare, and as you look at her paper, you see there's a drawing very intricately of the nightclub.
Ever the perfect vision, huh?
She does not answer you at all.
So, I was wondering, since your eyes see so many things, and you're so very good at looking, if you noticed anything extraordinarily strange last night.
She continues to run over the same lines of the sketch that she did before.
Is there anything strange about the drawing itself?
It is very technical. Very technical.
Like strategic?
Not strategic, but like an architect.
Okay. If you just think about anything that you might have noticed that's strange or different, maybe just let me know if you feel like it.
Those two are lying.
Who?
The ones with the funny colored hair. And you will see as she looks at Delilah and she looks at Pinky.
I did think that Pinky looked a little too nervous.
She knows more than she lets on.
How do you think I could get that information out of her?
She is
Just-
weak. Beat her in a closet. Or maybe she is probably 2 broken fingers.
I think you're on to something.
And as you say you think that she is onto something, Renard will be pushed back into the room. And then we'll say, Ava, could you come and talk with us, please? And that is where we will end tonight's session,
Oh,
as Ava is led away by Ison and Raven to go have a little chat, and we'll see what happens.
Ava's in trouble.
Ava, what do you do as they pull you away?
She's gonna try to sleight of hand her contraband over to Nico.
Okay, sleight of hand check, please, as well as Nico. You can provide the help action with the, so give advantage, I guess.
Yes, gladly to give advantage.
Ava, you're able to give it over real quick. And Nico, you see that if anything, this is just a lot of aeromorphine quickly pressed into your hand.
Nico will fold his arms and like lean back in his chair as he slips it into the inner pocket of his jacket, like his vest.
And with that, we will see you all next Tuesday for episode 3 of Prima Nocturne from the Echo Seekers. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Oh my god! I'm just gonna
Thank
keep
you.
talking, and eventually we'll go to this ending.